Hey you guys, it's Shamira, aka Mimi. Today is the dream interpretation video. Okay, so if you guys are ready to get these healing messages, you're ready to get these important messages, please stay tuned, okay? Continue to watch. You guys, I tried to upload it yesterday for some reason. It was from my phone because I recorded everything on my phone. I recorded the first part of my dream work early in the morning. I woke up early in the morning and I was really groggy. I was getting my son ready for school and I couldn't write it down okay fast enough. I couldn't find a pen fast enough. And sometimes I need to say these things, okay, and remember the dream before I forget, okay? Because sometimes writing them down, my mind, okay, processes things and memories faster than my hand is physically able to write. So I did record it. You guys might hear my son in the background, of course, coughing. Try to bear with me, but I will play half of the dream. Okay, I'm going to try to interpret half of the dream today. Okay, and the other half next Wednesday, because not only did I have this dream the night before last or the morning before last, the morning before today. Okay, but I had a similar dream to this, okay, and I really do feel like it's some sort of symbolism behind this dream. I do these dream interpretations because I do believe that dreams tell us things, okay, about our waking life that our subconscious mind tries to bury. Okay, our subconscious mind kind of brings back those memories and those signs, okay, synchronicities, those symbols to get us to pay attention to what things that is going on in our personal life and our waking life in order for us to um, basically live out our greatest purpose, okay, and to really get through certain circumstances, okay? Sometimes I keep telling you guys that if you only quiet yourself, you quiet your mind, okay? You definitely take out some time each day to quiet your mind. You will hear those answers to half of the questions you guys are asking other people, okay? So I tried to record yesterday on this on my phone, but it would not upload, so I'm going to do it from the computer, and I'm going to try to get into every detail, okay? So I want you guys to hear, I will play the full video clip and then I'll go and dissect each part, okay, that I feel like is significant, okay? I'm definitely gonna put my phone on vibrate because we do not need any external distractions, okay? So listen up. I'm gonna play at least 6 minutes of it because the whole total of the dream is 12 minutes that I recorded. Okay, and it's also 3:33 on the clock, you guys. So I do believe this is also symbolism that I'm supposed to do it. Okay, I did not do this on purpose, but let's get to it. All right, I'm gonna play it. If you guys can, I'm gonna try to turn it up so you guys can hear. Listen carefully. This is as far as I remember the dream. So the first part of the dream I remember, I was invited to a group photo of some people that I most likely worked with or went to school with. Definitely some people in my community. As I'm walking out into the field, everyone has their place sitting in a bed of roses, a field of roses. All the roses were different colors. I've never seen anything like it. It was burgundy roses, red roses, purple, green, black, orange, and specifically yellow, okay? I don't know if I said red, but there was no white, and this is very significant, okay? There's also oranges, all different colors, I would say, of autumn. Very beautiful, and it smelled really good. Everyone was really happy. They actually made a space for me, and also amongst these people, there were different celebrities, but I don't quite remember which ones. But I know some of those people were famous. Some were dressed like rappers. Some were well known actors and actresses, okay? And another one was, I think, of the violin player. He was famous. Like I said, once again, I couldn't really get that close to see their faces. I don't really know exactly who those celebrities were, but I knew some of them were famous. And just being in their presence, um, being able to take that photo with them was definitely an honor, okay? So a young lady took me by the hand and showed me my space. But in my space was a beautiful red, burgundy, and white rose, almost like it was placed in a circle so I could sit nicely and neatly within. I sat down to have my feet crossed. We were all crossed, sitting down like crisscross applesauce, okay?
And we looked forward. The guy came out. It was a guy that came out. I couldn't really see his face because his face was behind a big old camera, one of those old time cameras that they probably got to wind up, like real big cameras, and take a big old flash. I don't know why. Maybe we were having a theme party, like a 20s theme party, a 1920s theme party. But it flashed. After the picture was done, everyone got up and they wanted to leave. But I was like, it's so beautiful out here. Let's enjoy nature. Let's have a party. Some people had to go because they were very busy, have very busy lives. Other people stayed. I don't know what in me, but maybe the inner child in me made me take those roses and just toss them in the air. I started taking them off of the head and stem of the rose, and I started throwing them in the air, and everyone started to, follow suit. But it was one particular person who did not like it, and from a distance, I could see them looking at me, and with their face scrunched up, and then they put
I apologize
them
this, you
off in
guys.
the air. And in a matter of seconds, a storm started to brew. So as that storm was brewing, everyone was, instead of having fun throwing the roses in the air, the roses were falling down slowly. It was, I want to say slowly but quickly. The storm was brewing, the clouds were becoming dark, and every rose that went up in the air came down very quickly because some of the rain was coming down really hard on each rose petal, destroying each rose petal. Okay, so after I was seeing that, everyone was taking cover because they were afraid of the rain. The rain was coming down violently, fast, very, very fast. And it was all due to this one person. But when I looked from up the sky, looking at the roses, looking at everyone's faces, I looked around for that person and they were gone. Everyone was running across the street, um, away from the field. All of a sudden, a street disappeared. A street, just a city road, a city street disappeared out of nowhere. And it was a church across the street, a Catholic church. So everyone that was left in the field were participating with me to throw the roses. They started to run across the street while the rain was coming down really violently, destroying lightning, and rain. The rain turned into almost like acid. As soon as we left the field, it was destroying the whole field of roses, and it was really, really desolate, horrible, dry. All you saw left was the thorns, and it was still raining. It was like the cloud was following everyone. So we all ran and took cover in a nearby Catholic church. We had a nun usher us into the church, okay? She was like, take cover here. As we stepped into the church, it was like divided into a lot of different rooms, a lot of different stairwells, at least about four. And she was this one nun. I didn't quite see her face, but I know she had it covered. All you saw was her attire, and I was hearing her from the back. She was talking to us, and she was in front of us, and we were all crowded behind her. She was like, get in the foul line and follow me up these stairs, and took us up a particular staircase. During that time, you could hear in other rooms, from the different staircases, different services going on, So we heard church music and everything like that. And another one was, I think it was some Bible study. It was also a Catholic, not only a Catholic school, but a Catholic church, but a Catholic school because she took us into a room, almost like a theater, okay, where they would have their sermons and stuff like that, whatever they call them in Catholic churches, okay. And she directed them to another room. We went to that theater. Everyone who took refuge from the field of flowers. Um, Before we sat down, it was already a room full of, I would say, teenage children, high school children, maybe from 14 or 13 to like 17, 18. Different ages.
Okay, that was half of the dream, and I apologize for the interruption. Okay, but you guys, this dream, I feel like in my soul and my heart is very very important. Okay, it's uh full of symbolism. Okay, so let's first start with, if you guys need to play this over again to really hear the dream, if you guys cannot hear it, um, I advise you guys to do that. Okay, but let's go into the dream, starting with the the whole scene, okay? The scene is flowers, okay? I go to sleep at night and I wake up to a field of flowers. It's very bright outside, the sun, okay? I do feel like this dream has to do with some of you guys going through a internal transformation, okay? What I mean by internal transformation, you guys are becoming, okay, or stepping into another side of yourself, and some of you guys are fighting it, okay? You are having an internal battle with yourself. Some of you guys could have that imposter syndrome where you feel like you don't deserve to be a certain person because of past things, okay, past mistakes, past mishaps, okay, flaws about your personality that you guys are not proud of, okay? You guys tend to take bits and parts of yourself and kind of categorize it, okay? Um, and lock it away. But I'm feeling like some of those parts of yourself is kind of knocking, okay, asking you to integrate it apart to be a part of you, okay? But you guys are kind of in some way fighting it and explaining to yourself, maybe having these thoughts to yourself that you're not who you put yourself out to be. Some of you guys could definitely be some sort of influencer. You guys could be in the spotlight. You could be out in the public. You guys could be some sort of boss or leader in some way. You guys are being asked to take that leadership role, but it's first you guys must look at things, okay, internally that is kind of holding you back from stepping into that light because you guys have everything within you to be that person. But some of you guys are definitely holding yourself back as no one else. It's definitely you. It's definitely an internal thing, okay? So we're going to look at the field, okay, as you, the inside of you, your being, your soul, okay? Very bright. We start off very bright. You open your eyes. It's very bright. It's a field of flowers. At the beginning, like I said, it was a group, okay, or a community of people, okay? You guys definitely have people looking up to you. And for others of you guys, the community can symbolize the different parts, okay, and layers of your personality, okay? As it begins, you go into a field of a sunny day with a field of flowers with a community of people. They're most likely having a party. You guys look around and you notice each person, okay? Some people you notice that they were famous, even though I didn't quite see their faces, okay? You guys know in dreams you never really see faces. Sometimes you get this deep feeling, okay? This really deep feeling that you kind of know a person by the energy, okay, that they emit off of them. You don't necessarily have to see a clear face, but you always know that it is a specific thing or a specific person. Okay, some of you guys look at the famous people. Like I said, to they are definitely people to they're celebrities, okay, different parts of your self-esteem, okay, your confidence, your self-worth. It definitely symbolizes importance, okay, the importance that you have not only in your own life but also in other people's lives, okay. So you guys definitely make a difference. And but I did say that it was an honor to be in the presence of some of those celebrities. You couldn't quite see their faces, okay. Some of you guys have, like I said, different parts and layers of yourself, your personality that you guys tend to hide from people in the public because you guys feel like uh, people won't really like or accept these parts of your personality. They will look at you as being less than a quality, okay, or I would say a fitting leader, but that's definitely not the truth. It's something that you guys may have went through in the past, during early childhood, where maybe your caregivers or your parents made you feel like you guys wasn't enough. Okay, you guys weren't good enough. They always had a tendency to compare you, your accolades, your milestones with other siblings or other children your age. Okay, you guys learn to adapt that type of behavior and concept of yourself that you guys love to. Um, like I said, kind of bully yourself, judge yourself, harshly put yourself and categorize yourself and your personality in which you guys are capable of doing, okay? You guys tend to push down all the great attributes and kind of like hyper focus, micro focus on all the bad parts and like I said, punish those parts, okay? So some of you guys could find yourself right now falling into a cycle of sometimes isolation. When you guys go into isolation, you could dive into certain vices like drinking, smoking. Say if you guys do something that you aren't quite proud of. So if you guys have an argument with someone, specifically someone out in public, okay, on any of your platforms, or even someone questions or challenges your authority, you guys have a tendency to sometimes ruminate on those things. Okay, maybe ruminate on those things and kind of feel bad for how you guys respond. Okay, or how you guys reacted to that person. You think to yourself like, if I'm such a great leader, why do some things still get to me? Because the answer is you're still human. Okay, you're not perfect, and sometimes we react on things that kind of trigger certain things within us. Okay, so if you guys did something um, recently to something to do with the public, or someone in the public kind of brought something to everyone's attention, and you guys felt humiliated and embarrassed, you guys have a tendency of putting yourself down, or beating yourself up for responding the way you guys respond, or for those certain things that people point out, instead of owning those things. Okay, so you guys may go home after a long night or a long day out from the public or whatever you guys are working. Okay, and kind of drown yourself in your emotions, okay, with your vices. Okay, definitely beating yourself up, trying to um, basically punish that part of yourself out of your personality, which is an absolute bad thing to do. Okay, you should not do that. Someone definitely needs to hear that. Okay. So, like I said, the group and community of people, some of them were definitely famous. Okay. You can sometimes look at the important parts of yourself as being the greatest parts of yourself. And the not so important parts, like the regular civilians and stuff like that, as being less important. You guys definitely look at yourself in that way. And right now is definitely the time for you guys not to do that, but to accept, okay, and love every single part of yourself. The most important parts that you feel like you get recognition from the public or from your community, and also those quiet, isolated parts of yourself that sometimes make you feel ashamed. Maybe that part that overthinks about everything. Maybe that part that feels guilt and shame when someone points out a flaw. You understand what I'm saying? Love that part of yourself. Nurture that part of yourself, because those parts of yourself is different. It's definitely important, okay, to your growth. All right. Sometimes you can't always be on top. This is for someone. You can't always be on top, okay? You guys must focus on not allowing recognition and validation from others to determine your worth, okay, and determine who you guys really are and what you guys mean, okay? You guys have much more purpose than what you guys are currently doing, whether it is in public or not. Okay, you guys are still important no matter what you guys are thinking, no matter what people are telling you, no matter how many flaws people throw in your face and bring up. It's an inner child in you, okay? Everyone still has an inner child that is really counting on you guys to integrate all different parts of yourself, okay? And some of you guys could have had a currently or recently had a mental breakdown where you guys found yourself overthinking, maybe going, like I said, slipping in and out of depression, sometimes diving into vices out of nowhere. Some of you guys could be a recovered alcoholic, or you guys could have been addicted to drugs, okay? You guys could have been recovering from that. Maybe you guys speak on that. You kind of motivate people not to do drugs and not to drink and smoke and things like that. But once in a while, you guys have a bad day, you may get tempted to go back there, okay? You definitely may get tempted to fall into those vices because you feel like, how can I possibly tell people what to do when I have done the same thing, and I've definitely fell victim and prey to my own weaknesses, okay? But that is only part of the human experience. I want you guys to stop putting yourself down, stop telling yourself those things, because you cannot um, make yourself pay for the things that have already happened, things you have already done, lessons you have already learned. And this is definitely important for someone. I want you guys to listen to what I'm saying. Really soak this in. And if you guys need to record this, or I'm gonna say record this, but you guys need to replay this or come back to the video, definitely do that, because you guys, this is the purpose. I feel like what's one of my purposes for me to do things like that, to give you guys these messages, because um this reality, I'm telling you right now, is definitely bigger than each individual on its own. Is way bigger than us, okay? So back to because it's already 20 minutes in, okay? This might be a really long video, okay? And it's not to bore you guys, but to really bring you guys some sort of clarity that you guys probably need, okay? Because if we didn't need it, you will not be here. And I'm definitely gonna say that. So back to the community. You have a field of roses, okay? Everyone is sitting in roses. Um, you're looking at the beauty within yourself, okay? You're starting to recognize the beauty within yourself. Like I said, some of you guys have definitely are going through a transformation where you guys have been in a really dark place, or you guys are coming out of a dark place, or you find yourself ping ponging back and forth to a dark place, imagine a sunny day. Imagine a field of roses and everyone happy and welcoming a whole big community of people. That is kind of you guys' ideal of how you guys want your life to look like, okay? So those roses. And I named the color of roses. You had red, you had burgundy, you had pink. Some of you guys could have been going through a seasonal depression. Not pink, red, burgundy, orange, okay? Yellow, black, and I look at those colors as also symbolism. The black is definitely when I think of black, I do think of transformation, death, okay, rebirth. I think of Scorpio, metamorphosis. I think of changes, constantly going through changes, okay, in cycles, okay. The burgundy and red, it signifies that, and orange, the sacral root chakra, okay, feeling stable within yourself, within your personality, within who you are, okay. Finding passion in what you guys do, and also, like I said, finding your purpose, okay. Whatever you guys do now, that is a great purpose, but it isn't your only purpose, okay. And I want you guys to understand that. This one purpose does not define you as a whole. It's much more to you and your personality that you guys have yet to discover, okay. So, and also, it was a lack of white roses, okay. It was that one single white rose in front, okay, in front of the seating, okay. So you had a group of people coming together, maybe having a party, or gathering around to take a picture, okay, a group picture. Them welcoming you, a woman take you by your hand, okay, took me by my hand. So that woman signifies and also symbolizes the femininity, the gentleness within your soul, okay. That part of you, that compassion, that compassionate part of you who wants you to accept all parts of yourself, okay. That woman taking you by your hand, that feminine energy taking you by your hand. um and I'm talking as if I was you guys, okay, because this is definitely a collective type of dream and energy I'm picking up on, okay. So that women taking you by your hand is definitely symbolize acceptance, okay, the acceptance that you guys feel like you want, not from the outside, but definitely from the inside, okay. You guys are being called to be a little more compassionate and gentle with your those darker sides of yourself, those shameful sides of yourself that you kind of hide, okay. Be more gentle with yourself. Start to get back more into uplifting yourself, okay, talking to yourself nicely, okay, and kindly, all right. So it was the burgundy rose, the red rose, and it was a white rose, one single white rose, and those white roses. Like I said, when I think of white roses, I think of farewell. I think of funerals, okay, death and rebirth. The black is the death, and the white is the rebirth. The white is like clarity, okay, but the field was full of all different types of roses, okay. And I also had a green rose, and it's really weird because I think I've never seen a green rose, okay. um Symbolizes that heart color, okay, the heart chakra, okay. Showing that love to yourself, but because it was only that one single white rose, I feel like no one else needed clarity. No other parts of your personality needs clarity, okay. But that part of your personality who likes to shut everything out, okay, and shut the other parts of your personality down. That white rose, that single white rose is definitely significant, okay. You guys figure out, because I have my own interpretation about what it truly means, but some of you guys may have a little different interpretation that's kind of a little different from what I'm saying. So that white rose is definitely that um clarity, okay, the clarity that you guys need, okay. Maybe that reassurance that things will get better. Whatever you guys are going through right now, things will definitely get better, okay. So, like I said, you guys are in a big field. I'm going to keep repeating certain things because I want you guys to truly understand it step by step. Um, there is definitely a beauty in acceptance, okay? And I want you guys to truly, truly, truly understand what I'm saying and take this in. I mean, really take this seriously, okay? Accept those bad parts of yourself, accept those unsavory parts of yourself that you may have been pushing down since you guys were a child, okay? So we got the autumn colors. We have the three roses, okay? The three signifies a trinity. And when I started, I told you guys it was 333. Okay, so 333 could be a significant number you guys are currently or are repeatedly seeing, okay, constantly. That is definitely connecting the mind, body, and spirit, okay, connecting to the divine, okay, connecting to the three ascended masters, all right. If you guys want to look more into that, definitely do that because I'm telling you guys, this dream is very, very important. Okay, so understanding those the three roses, those three colors, and all the other colors in the field of roses, being accepted by a group of people, okay, being basically honored to be in the presence of important people, of celebrities, yeah, being able to feel accepted by those important people, okay, because you guys feel like you guys are part of the team, all right. There is beauty in acceptance, okay. um, yeah. So the guy who comes out, okay? I do look at that. That's the symbolism as someone to witness, okay? You guys, parts of you is witnessing the integration of different parts of yourself, okay? Definitely witnessing this right now because I feel like this is definitely something you guys have struggled with. The guy come out with one of those old cameras, that they use in the 1900s, the early 1900s, where they had to say like a big old box, and they took something with like a big flash. That's the camera I was talking about. Okay, the big camera is kind of a part of history. Okay, it's kind of like a nostalgic thing. Taking a picture. Okay, the picture is definitely a screenshot or a memory, a core memory. If you guys ever watch Inside Out, okay, where they talk about core memories and stuff like that, um, look at that movie also. I'm gonna definitely put it in the description box below for you guys to check out certain things because it's definitely messages within those movies. Okay, it's not just a kids movie. It's definitely a movie for everyone. And I'm sorry if I'm bouncing from one thing to another, but I'm telling you guys, I'm channeling really really heavy right now. So the guy taking the picture was definitely the screenshot or a important memory that you guys are being urged to go back to. Okay, I'm feeling like there was a pivoted a point. Okay, a point in your life. Okay, in your history, um, where you guys weren't always like this. Okay, something happened to you guys. Like I said, whether it be a parent, okay, or you guys being bullied, something happened in the past that kind of got you to um I'll say split your personalities or hide pieces and parts of your personality. It kind of made you ashamed of who you were or who you are. And you guys have to figure out, it's up to you guys to figure out what part in your history, okay, what part in your life drove you to even start this type of behavior, okay? When did you um, start to believe what you believe about yourself currently, okay? That you're not good enough, that those bad parts of yourself should be hidden. Okay, when did you start to believe that? Where did that stem from? This is what I talk about when I talk about going back to childhood wounds and really focusing on that and trying to figure out those things because I'm telling you, half of the solutions to our problems lies within those memories. Okay? So, and also behaviors, okay? Those bad behaviors that we feel like we should hide away or we are ashamed of is it definitely started from somewhere, okay? Originated from somewhere. It was caused by something somewhere in the past, and you definitely have to figure out where that is stemming from and when it started, okay? So taking a picture, okay, and after the picture is taken, um most people start to walk away, okay. Most people start to walk away, but you guys are like, what you, it's over that fast, okay. You guys are realizing that life, okay, is happening constantly, okay. Some of you guys figure out or try to find out, I'm gonna say figure out, but you guys make up reasons why you cannot stop, okay. You cannot stop and take time out of your life, out of your day, to truly focus on yourself and to truly quiet the mind, okay, and figure out and play detective and figure out certain things about your personality and certain things about your past that still in some way affects you on a significant level. Okay, you guys make up reasons not to find time. Okay, life constantly goes by really fast, but that part of you, okay, when I talk to you guys, that you were sitting there crisscross applesauce, um, before you guys took the picture, um, it kind of signifies that childhood part, okay? There's a reason why I said crisscross applesauce, and I kind of giggled. I felt it, okay? Everything in that dream, it was a really vivid dream as far as the smell, smelling the roses, the light scent of the roses, okay? The beautiful scent of roses, okay? It's really light and delicate, gentle, okay? It brings you back to that feminine energy, okay? The feminine taking the hand, all right? Skin really, really soft, the bright sunlight, okay? It signifies happiness, joy, all things great, okay? And then you have also the flash of the light, okay, really bright, quick, okay? And the crisscross applesauce, the giggle, just feeling that joy, okay? Really, really just finding joy in any and everything, okay? And wanting to savor that moment, okay? Because the child in me, okay, inside the dream, the childhood in me was like, no, it's still sunny. Why is everyone walking away? And I started taking off roses off of the whole stem. Okay, it's like plucking the beauty. Okay, some of you guys, like I said, once again, have a tendency to only see the beauty in yourself. Okay, only see the beautiful parts as something that should be celebrated instead of the thorny parts, instead of the bad parts that we look at as bad parts. We kind of have a tendency to not see those things or try to mask those things or hide those things because we feel like it won't be accepted as much as the beautiful things. Okay, so taking the inner child in you, taking the roses off of the stem, okay, throwing them in the air, trying to distract yourself. Some of you guys definitely have a tendency of distracting yourself with beautiful things, maybe partying a lot, going out a lot, hanging out with friends a lot. Like I said, trying to figure out ways to get out of doing that shadow work or doing the healing work. You guys hear healing and shadow work. And as soon as you guys feel 1 ounce of uncomfortability or uncomfortableness, you guys find any reason to drown it, okay? Maybe in a bottle, smoke it away, take a pill, shoot it up away with drugs or with sex or with other people instead of truly taking out that time to really focus on doing that work, okay? To heal that inner child because the child within, um, maybe you guys, like I said, started doing things, maybe eating. Some of you guys got the eating habits, okay? Some of these habits started during childhood, okay? You kind of use those things to cope with what you guys were feeling, okay? What you guys were experiencing. Some of you guys, it was so traumatic, it was too much that you guys still find yourself leaning towards that inner child to handle your situations. And sometimes, like I said, you have a tendency going in and out, okay, of diving into certain vices, okay? So that child finds ways to distract itself, okay? The inner child within you is finding ways to distract itself, but they kind of know, hey, I can't keep doing this forever because I was doing it for a while. Some of you guys have been doing this from a really, really young age. Some of you guys could be 30, 40, 50, okay? um, Still diving into coping mechanisms that you guys have adapted since the age of 3, since the age of 5, okay? Really distracting yourself with things and other people and beautiful things, okay? Maybe going out too much, shopping too much. Some of you guys could definitely have a shopping addiction, okay? And it's for some of you guys, you have an addiction to wasting time, okay, fantasizing, maybe spending a lot of leisure time instead of actually doing work to focus on certain things you need to focus on, that you cannot put away or you cannot ignore. All right, so going back to the child throwing roses in the air, okay, come on everyone, come on, let's have fun. Throwing roses in the air, some of your part of your personality, like I said, some of the people did stay and some just left, okay. And all of a sudden, um one person out of nowhere, like I said, a person, it was a really dark and mean person, the energy just changed as I'm spinning around having fun. I'm actually having this dream in both the first person, okay, and the third person point of view, so it's switching back and forth. But as I'm spinning around, I can feel the sun hitting my face, and I'm dancing and laughing, and other people are smiling. You see other people walking away, um, and I can feel like as the moment is going on, I'm feeling like I'm losing people, like I'm losing the people, like come on back, come back, look at me. um and for some of you guys, I'm hearing that you have a tendency to escape certain emotions, okay, and certain trauma by, like I said, distracting yourself with other people. And for some of you guys, if you are out in the spotlight, you're kind of doing this to distract yourself. Some of you guys are not handling your emotions correctly. Not for a person your age. I feel like you guys are at that age where you guys have probably been stunted. Um, in some way, emotionally stunted in some way at an early age, if not at the age of like 5 or 6. Definitely during your teenage years. I'm gonna definitely get back to that because I feel like something It was definitely a turning point where you guys have faced something during your teenage years. Okay. Well, before we get to that, let's keep going. Yeah, you guys definitely have a tendency to distract yourself with other people, like I said, and maybe covering up those real things, those things you guys should be sharing with other people. Maybe parts of your personality, like the depressed side. When you guys get really down and sad, you guys love to put on a happy face and just smile. You guys don't like to tell people, "Hey, I'm having a bad day." You guys don't feel the need to explain to other people because I'm feeling like you guys feel like if you explain all those negative things you are feeling inside, people won't accept you. They would definitely reject you or look at you as being less than. Okay, they would definitely change their perspective of who you are, but that is definitely not true. This is how you guys are perceiving that. Um, like I said, so the person, okay, as I'm turning around and spinning around, the person, I'm starting to get like a little sadder. I'm slowing down and I'm stopping because I'm noticing that, even though I'm spinning around, it isn't impressive enough. It isn't impressive enough, okay? Um, yeah, so it's definitely a part of you guys' personality, part of you guys' child who needs to feel accepted and important, okay? It needs to feel loved. It needs to feel celebrated and appreciated. But it can't do that unless you guys make that conscious decision to do that, okay? By accepting those bad parts and stop and stop looking at your personality, okay? Different things about yourself as being bad. Okay, that's what you guys were taught. That's what has been pushed on you guys, what you guys learned at that age, okay? So instead of scalding that child or ignoring that child, show that child attention. Okay, give that child love. um and this is part of the reparenting that child. Okay, the adult you needs to go back and parent that child, that kid, that neglected child that felt like it didn't get enough, like it didn't get enough love, acceptance, attention, um reassurance. Okay, it definitely didn't get enough. So as I'm slowing down, I'm seeing a person far out in the distance of the field, okay, and they're just standing there looking really mean. And like I said, that's when the clouds start to get really dark, okay. It's like that inner child of you kind of realizes that what it needs, it's not getting what it needs, okay. And so I do look at the clouds and stuff like that, and the other part of your personality as a tantrum. Okay, that tantrum part of you, that part of you that hates to be rejected, okay, that part of you that is crying out for help. I do believe that, like I said, you guys are going through a really deep, dark period in your life where you guys are just coming out of it, or you guys are going through some sort of internal transformation. And this is mostly a psychological transformation that you guys have been trying to avoid at all costs. But right now, you guys cannot avoid it anymore, okay? Things in your life are changing, okay? Life goes on, things are changing rapidly. Um, but you guys can't use that as an excuse not to do the work. Okay, like life is going by too fast. I don't have the time. You always, always have the time. Okay, you have to make the time. So once the clouds are getting really dark, okay, and it's lightning and thunder, like I said, the beautiful field of roses, people are looking around afraid, okay? It's definitely parts of yourself that is afraid of your rage. Okay, it's definitely a part of your personality, that childhood part of your personality that goes off. Okay, some of you guys, like I said, have a tendency to dive into deep and dark behaviors, whether it is overeating, overspending, maybe trying to fill that void through sex. Okay, having one night stands and stuff like that, diving into different vices, maybe getting high or drunk and having one night stands, or overeating or over shopping and stuff like that. You guys know that you're doing wrong, that it could harm you, but you guys cannot help it. You have to do this behavior until you satisfy something within, okay? Yeah, so you guys can do a lot of destructive things, a lot of destructive things. The rain, the clouds, the thunder, everything is coming down, the lightning, it's destroying everything in its path. Okay, it's destroying the bed of beautiful roses, and the smell of Bassett battery acid. You guys ever smell battery acid that came out of, like, say, I don't know, I smelled it at the bottom of the trash can before, and it smells horrible. It just smells alkaline. Okay, that's what it's made out of. It smells horrible. It doesn't smell pleasant. Okay, so the smell of the roses just automatically disappeared. I can smell the wet rain and water, and just uh dirt, okay, and a lot of acid, okay. So everyone is running around, just running, trying to take cover. I'm looking at everyone's faces, okay, and part of you guys, your inner child is looking at all of the different parts of your personality, all of those parts of your personality that's kind of proud, okay. Those good parts of your personality in some way gets tarnished by this bad behavior, okay. And that inner child knows this. They're like, okay, I know that I need to stop having this tantrum. I know that I need to stop. I know that whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm making us do, okay, is not of our highest good. It has to stop at somewhere, some place. I'm trying to tell my other part, but my other part isn't listening. So I'm gonna have this tantrum, and hopefully I get the acceptance and the attention that I'm looking for, okay. So your personality, part of your personality, part of the inner child is definitely looking for you to step up, okay, and reparent it. Tell them when to stop, okay? Love them, accept them, and give them exactly what they need, or they feel like I'm gonna keep destroying us, okay? I'm gonna keep diving into these vices and these bad behaviors that's gonna in some way destroy us all, okay? Which is me as a whole, all right? So you guys look around and all of a sudden something appears. Some of you guys are definitely looking for someone to come save you. That inner child is like, okay, I've been doing all this destructive behavior, and for some reason I'm not being seen, I'm not being heard, okay, I'm not being paid attention to. So at this point, if I can't save myself, someone needs to save me. Some of you guys could be hanging out with friends more, maybe feeling the urge to discuss whatever you guys are going through, this depression, this bad behavior with other people. If you guys are getting the urge to go to AA, if you guys know you can't do it on your own, definitely go to a therapist, definitely go to that AA meeting. Some of you guys may go to an AA meeting in a church, in a Catholic church, or you guys may need to go to church, okay. Definitely, if you guys are feeling that in your soul, you gotta are getting an urge, okay, an inkling to do that, a really strong urge to go talk to someone about it, what you guys are going through, because you know you guys cannot do it on your own. Definitely do that, okay. Do not be ashamed, all right. Someone definitely needs to hear that. This is about accepting all parts of yourself, good and bad, okay? And not categorizing it to be punished, okay? Because that's what you guys have been taught. All right, you guys are only human. You're not perfect. You're meant to have those bad sides of yourself. And if someone cannot accept that bad part of yourself, then they cannot accept it. That person is not meant for you. They can't accept all parts of you, okay? But no one can accept all parts of you unless you guys accept yourself fully, okay? So, like I said, this church appeared out of nowhere. Okay, I gotta sneeze. Oh my gosh, I sneezed on the truth. I sneezed on the truth. Okay, so going back to the church. Okay, the church appearing is definitely some sort of salvation. Okay, some sort of help, a pathway to help. All of a sudden, like I said, as things were going on, I look around. I see people's faces. They're scared and afraid, and they're frantic. They're running around trying to find cover from the rain. I can feel the rain. Not feel it, but I didn't feel the rain. It didn't hit me, but I can see the rain hitting the ground, hitting the roses, destroying the roses. Almost like I said, acid. Okay, I didn't really hurt or pierce the skin. People are still afraid because the beautiful scene turned to something really dark pretty quickly, okay? And that person who started the whole thing, the person that the energy emanated from, was gone, okay? So, like I said, maybe some of you guys, after seeing that one night stand, okay, or that over shopping, overeating, you guys look in the mirror like, oh my gosh, I gained weight. What have I done? You guys' behavior quickly dissipates, and you guys have the ability to snap out of doing this certain vice, but some of you guys feel like you can't help it. You have to constantly participate in it or showcase that certain vice or behavior in order to satisfy a void, okay, or satisfy something. Um, but you guys automatically regret it, okay. You guys quickly regret whatever you guys are doing at that moment. You guys are noticing you're doing it, so you are becoming a little more self-aware of your own behaviors, okay. You guys know the answer to your own issues, or you got the solution to your own problems, okay. You guys just have to admit that, okay. Take accountability and actually admit that. Don't beat yourself up, but definitely take accountability for certain things. Okay, you guys are overeater. You see, you guys are gaining weight. Okay, you know that. Okay, I can't have certain foods in the house when I become a little emotional. Okay, the raindrops falling down, destroying everything. I do look at that as your emotions. Okay, you guys sometimes can get drowned. Okay, in your emotions because of a certain thing, a certain feeling. Um, a certain bad behavior or mishap, instead of beating yourself up, like I said, trying to punish it, it's going to become a constant cycle. You guys do something bad and punish yourself. You guys feel guilty about that and punish yourself some more by doing the vice or doing the behavior that started the whole thing. So you guys are on a constant wheel of punishment. Okay, punishing yourself, self-destruction. Okay, self-destruction and punishment. And at some point you guys are kind of living in your own hell, creating your own hell. And it is creating problems on the outside. Okay, if you guys are on a public platform, you guys are withdrawing a lot, not being as social or not being out there as much as you feel like you should be, because you guys are struggling with this internal battle. Okay, so like I said, you guys can sometimes find yourself drowning in your emotions in order for you guys to escape those emotions or to avoid feeling those emotions. You guys escape to isolation and I would say engage in fantasy. Okay. Escape things. And for some of you guys, you're feeling like you have bipolar disorder. Some of you guys may have mental disorders. Like I said, if you're getting the urge to get help or to get answers, um, besides this dream interpretation, you definitely might need to talk to a therapist, okay? A psychiatrist, if you would like to, okay? Um, I would say it can definitely help, okay, to get a second opinion or to just get more info on what could be going on with you guys internally, okay? So yeah, definitely do that, you guys. Definitely get your external help. If as far as a last resort, if you guys feel like you can't do the work on your own, okay? Because that's what we're here to do, to help each other. We're not here to do everything on our own. But if you guys really are feeling the need to get help, definitely get that help, okay? You guys feel yourself drowning in your emotions and you know that you're a emotional eater and you're having an issue with your weight. The weight is kind of being put on and kind of damaging your self-confidence. It's something about that acceptance, okay? Those yellow flowers that signifies the solar plexus. Some of you guys may have to be besides diving into that psychology, okay, getting a therapist and going to AA meetings and stuff like that. Dive more into spirituality. Some of you guys are into crystals and stuff like that. Definitely carry some citrine with you, and also pyrite. Okay, I'm also seeing some carnelian, some amber, some tiger's eye, and also for the root chakra to stay stabilizing your emotions, some red jasper. Okay, definitely those stones that I mentioned, and there's other stones too. I could put a list down in the description box below. Okay. Those will help not only with your root, but it also helps with the lower three. Okay, the first three lower three chakras: the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus. Okay, they have multiple purposes. All right. So going back to, like I said, the church appearing. All of a sudden, like I say, everyone runs from the field, the desolated, destroyed field, to uh, the church, the nearby church, okay, the help that you guys are looking for. And a nun appears, okay, and she ushers everyone into the church. Some of you guys, you could be having dreams, or you could get people just giving you advice, okay, out of nowhere. So if you guys are a heavy drinker, you guys been drinking, you might get someone who mistakenly bump into you, make you knock down your bottle. It's definitely in some way your spiritual team. Maybe you guys have a guardian angel stopping you guys from doing certain vices because they know you guys are struggling with it, okay? They know you guys need help. So you guys might get a person who out of nowhere walks up to you and invites you to a community meeting at a church, or invites you guys somewhere, maybe to come do yoga, okay? If you guys are struggling with your weight, okay? I'm hearing that particularly. And if you guys have a, like I said, not only a drinking or a drug problem, they could, like you could be definitely sent someone to stop you from shooting up maybe a random visitor, okay, maybe a family member to come knock on your door and kind of stop you in your tracks, okay. um the universe, okay, our higher power definitely works in mysterious ways. All you have to do is ask. If you guys really are serious about kicking this certain vice, or transforming yourself and getting help with this certain thing in your life, definitely ask for the help and definitely do the work. Don't be afraid to accept help when it comes to you. It might not come to you in a convenient time. Okay, it might not come to you from the I would say an expected place, but it definitely will come to you in the right time and in the right place. Okay, you guys will definitely be in the right place at the right time. I do believe that. Okay, so definitely keep your eyes peeled out for that. If you guys are seeing constant you guys are hearing constant church music, okay, sometimes playing from a neighbor's window. Um, Listen to those things. Like I said, all you have to do is sit out and listen and quiet that mind. If you guys might even hear people talk about AA, okay, if you guys have a drinking problem, you might get a random message on the radio, okay, for those meetings. Or you guys may get your car canceled, or something might happen with your car where you have to stop shopping, okay, if you guys got a shopping addiction. Things like that do happen. You guys should take these happenings and these incidents, these coincidences, because no such thing as a coincidence, okay? These coincidences, the incidences, as a sign from your higher power that this is definitely your moment to stop. This is definitely your moment to get that help that you guys have been praying for and asking for, okay? Um, so yeah, the church, okay, the church definitely symbolizes a place of sanctuary, okay, a place of um salvation to get you guys to get you guys the help that you guys feel like you need, okay? So the nun is definitely that parent, okay? It definitely symbolizes the parent, okay? The parent in you, that goodness in you that you know lies deep within you. Um, that your child, your inner child, is kind of guiding you or begging you guys to turn to, okay? Because you guys have the strength. You guys have the free will and the strength to definitely pull yourself out of this certain thing and get yourself out of this. With some of you guys, like I said, something about that confidence, that lack of confidence and self-esteem that is kind of repeating those negative things you have guys have been taught or told since you guys were young, that is trying to make you guys believe that you don't have the power, you don't have the strength to fix this thing or heal this thing on your own, and you definitely do. Okay, but if you guys feel like I just can't, it's really getting to me, definitely get that help. Okay, so you guys go into the church. I go into the church, and like I said, with the people behind me, because I'm behind the nun, okay? The inner child wants to be led. It wants to be shown a better path. Different stairwells signifies different paths, okay? Different paths that you guys can take. It's up to you guys whether to take this help. Okay, some of you guys are a little afraid of who you might be, who you might discover you are beyond your certain vice or beyond your certain coping mechanisms, because you guys have been doing this for so long, okay? It's definitely to survive. But you guys are no longer in survival mode. You guys are needing to live, okay? Live freely without restricting different parts and sides of yourself, without harshly punishing yourself for certain things, for just being human, okay? And some of you guys definitely need to hear that. You guys are only human. All right. So if you guys slip in and out of depression or slip in and out of certain vices, don't beat yourself up. Just promise yourself and make it your duty to um, help heal those things and tend to those parts of yourself that you feel like need working on. Okay. Don't punish yourself. Um, please don't do that. Okay. Or don't try to hold yourself back or blame other people for why you guys feel the need to hold yourself back. Okay. So the rooms are definitely different choices. And like I said, um, the theater, okay? It was like a room with a screen, okay? The screen. Some of you guys are being urged to work with different parts of yourself, the older parts, the more responsible parts of yourself, the Saturn parts of your personality, in order to help this inner child heal. And it all starts with that screenshot, okay? Going back to where it all started, where it all stemmed from, and also reviewing everything in your life that has happened to you so far and where you guys want to go from there, okay? And I'm definitely gonna wrap this up. This is one of these. I only went into half of the video, okay? I definitely want to go and more into the dream. Maybe I'll do it. I'm gonna say Wednesday because I have a busy weekend for the pop-up shop that's coming up. Okay. Um, yeah, you guys. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you guys definitely have to do a lot of healing and shadow work in order for you guys to fully transform. Yes, baby. I got a few more minutes. Okay. Okay. So I want you guys to truly, like I said, dive deep into yourself. And if you guys are serious about healing that inner child, definitely do this work. And it all starts from you, okay? It all starts with you. So yeah, you guys, I hope this definitely helped. Like I said, I will get into the other half of the video, uh, the other 6 minutes of the video of my dream, and interpret that on next Wild and Free Wednesday, okay? So if you guys can get something from this, definitely grab it. Okay, you guys, like I said, if you have to go back and listen to this message, definitely do that. Replay it. And write down your own symbolism or what you guys are getting from this dream interpretation. You guys, I do want to start on having dream interpretations. Um, I'll try to at least do two free dream interpretations a week, starting sometime next month, okay, in January. And I will start having services for the dream interpretations, okay, because these are definitely it's very time consuming. I'm not going to say here lies, very time consuming, and I like to go into detail on certain dreams. So, if I do ask you guys to please tell me the dream in detail, tell me the dream in detail as far as the senses. What are you guys truly experiencing in that dream? Because I'm telling you, from these dreams, we can definitely learn a lot about ourselves, okay, in our waking life, if only we pay attention, okay? Sit back, quiet the mind, quiet ourselves, and just listen, okay? So I do want you guys to enjoy the rest of your week, okay? If you guys are coming out to support me in my shop, Heavily by Goddess B, definitely come out and support me, okay? Maybe we can talk about things, okay? Or maybe we can get to know each other, connect with each other. Um, so we can kind of get started on those dream interpretations because I love doing these. Okay, I really am passionate about it, and I really feel like this is one of my purposes. Okay, to interpret dreams and to help other people on their journey as well as helping myself. Okay, so yeah, you guys, thank you so much for vibing with me. If you stay to the end, you know, for rocking with me, for watching. And I definitely will see you guys soon. If not at the pop up shop, I will definitely see you guys for the Monday pick a card, okay? And I was trying to leave a poll up sometime today or probably tomorrow so you guys can get a vote on that pick a card, okay? So thank you guys so much for watching, for vibing with me, and I will see you guys next time. Mwah. Bye.